going, Bobby? All right. Here we are on chair 2. As I said, fixed grip, double chair, relatively slow. This services only advanced terrain. You do not want to be on this lift if you are looking for an intermediate slope, because there are none. I would expect any run here to have moguls, steeps, cliffs, powder, and or trees. At least 1 or 2 of those at a given time. Occasionally get ice thrown in. On the upside, almost everything here is skiable. If you really want to hit those cliffs, hit those cliffs. I will say what we're looking at here is the easiest way out of all of the runs down chair 2, so no matter which way you go, it's going to be at least as hard as what you're looking at right now. What we're looking at now is the escape from the entire Edelweiss bowl area. Pretty much anything that you get to by coming left off the lift will have you coming down that direction. You can ski the chair line coming down directly underneath us. And to our right there are some wonderful tree runs, quite steep, but the trees are spaced well, as you can see there. And yes, those are some cliffs in there too, so ski with a partner and be careful. Directly in front of us, what we now see is a very steep area. Know that that can be a good 10 to 20 foot cliff most of the season. This is late season, it's completely filled in. But that is a skiable but fairly large cliff for most of the season. Now, all around here you will see a lot of rope lines, and these rope lines usually have gates. Please enter those areas through the gates. If the gates are closed, please stay out. Most of the really large cliffs will be roped off like that, where you have to enter through a specific point. This keeps anybody from inadvertently going into a cliff. You have to pass a big sign. If you duck the rope, even if you know what you're doing, it tends to encourage other people to duck the rope, and they may not know where they're going or why there's a rope there. It's like right here you can see an example of a rope, and just over this ridge there'll be the gate through the rope. You can go in that area. It's open today. You might get a look at that gate. All right, as soon as we pass these trees. There we go. You can see that gate is indeed open, and you can go in that way. Just go through the rope. Now, right in front of us, this is an area to be careful. You notice that if you come into this valley, you will have to go uphill to get out, especially on a powder day. You want to make sure you maintain a lot of speed so you can make it all of the way out of this valley. Now, this big ridge to our right is generally closed completely, because on the other side is a giant, very unsurvivable cliff. But part of it is often open, and you can definitely ski through sections of it. This ridge to our left, you can see there's even a groomed trail up there, and a lot of nice steep routes off of this ridge. It can be a lot of fun as well. Right here, especially on a powder day though, you do want to be careful dropping into this bowl. Make sure you carry enough speed to get out, or you'll be walking out. Now, we can see to the left now, Edelweiss Bowl. It's pretty much that entire valley. Powder Bowl being the far, far side of it. That can be very enjoyable. There are several drops in from this side and a nice little traverse around that you can see through the trees to get you to any part of that bowl you want to drop through. Now, where we see these two skiers, that's Andy's Point. Early season, that can have some very large cliffs on it. They look much smaller right now. Early season, you may not be able to find a route down like he did. You may find a cliff no matter where you look. But by March, there's almost always some nice smooth routes down. This cliff in front of us tends to be a very popular one. It's much larger in the early season, and you'll see a lot of folks jumping off of it. And you can tell it's late season now. They've dug this out just to keep us from hitting the snow with our skis and boards. In early season, you might find yourself 30 or 40 feet off the ground here. Now, you can tell they've dug a path for me. Now you can get a good look at Edelweiss Bowl and Powder Bowl and the beautiful mountains above them. And from here you get a good view of the lake and a lot of the Cascades. This is actually going to be the highest point of the Snoqualmie Ski Resort. If I remember correctly, 5,000 and change. 5,246 if I have it right, but there'll be a sign here to let me know. So the view can be quite astounding. You'll also see underneath this chairlift is the upper ski patrol office. If you'd like a backcountry pass, that's where you'll want to go. 5,420, I was off. And we're here.